never know if it can happen to you. If the pain that's his could one day be yours. What we experience as a community, the brutality, the harassment, the economics of it all as well. We bear the brunt of the broken windows policing system. All of the summonses, the ticketing, the stops, the frisks. 45,000 stop and frisks for 2014. But the statistics still remain the same. Overwhelmingly Black and Latino males ages 14 to 24. This is the Harlem community. And we must say that when brutality is committed in the communities in which we live, we will stand up, stand strong, stand connected and united, and let the governing authorities know that we are not taking it. We will not take it. And additionally, the community needs to be made aware of their rights. You do not have to carry ID while you're walking. You can ask a police officer, am I being detained? That's a yes or a no. If the answer is no, you have the legal right to walk away. Anything after that is brutality. My son is 19 years old. I fear for him being stopped, harassed, beaten, questioned, disrespected, cursed at, treated disrespectfully. We have to tell the governing authorities that we care enough about each other. We will not be divided. I don't care if you don't have a job, you have a job, you sell weed, you lay up, you play PlayStation, you work for the city. I don't care who you are, what you do. You don't deserve to be brutalized. You don't deserve to be murdered. You don't deserve to be disrespected. You don't deserve to be harassed in your own community where you live. So we need to stop making distinctions amongst our own people. The weed seller, the city worker, the water seller, the dope dealer does not deserve to be brutalized or treated unlawfully or their constitutional rights disrespected. So I want to just make that clear. I want to make that clear. So I want to again thank Frank Graham for addressing the group. And please remember, it is difficult for a family that has been experiencing police violence to speak out. And we need to respect him and respect his pain, yet respect his contribution to continue to speak to us and speak to the community. We really need to respect that. I paused because there was a distraction. So, as I was saying, we need to stand united, and we will march to the precinct this evening and let the 3-2 know that we will not tolerate any police brutality in our communities. We will not tolerate undercover officers stepping to us. I don't know if you just a random dude. How do I know that's not you and your girlfriend? We will not accept undercovers in our community running ripshot, jumping back in unmarked cars and skating off. It's unacceptable. The community needs to address the commander of the precinct and demand answers as to what happened. We don't care what the commissioner say. It looked all wrong. Because 2 million views ain't all wrong. You don't keep somebody's ID to keep them in the situation. If somebody asks you, why am I being arrested? They must be informed of the reason they are being arrested. Anything outside of that is brutality. And it's true, we allow it. We must no longer allow it. The oblivion amongst our community must stop. Because in a gentrifying community as Harlem, by the time you're ticketed, harassed, broken windows to death, someone else will come into this community and call it something else and act like you were never here.
I served this motherfucker because my former army.
So let's remember that. So I'm gonna pass the mic, and we're gonna keep it pumping with Frank Graham's words. Fuck them.
Thank you.
Doing everybody, we made it here, and we traveled here a short distance, but we made it here. For those who don't know who I am, my name is Shannon Jones. I think by now you should be able to Google me. And I'm from Bronxites for NYPD Accountability. I will repeat, Bronxites for NYPD Accountability. We are a group that is micro-focused on reaching direct confrontation to precinct commanders about harassment, brutality, disrespect, use of force, and all kinds of misconduct committed by the NYPD. Additionally, we support other groups that are concerned about black and browns having negative interaction with the NYPD. So I know we have a lot of important speakers that said some valuable things, but what I'm going to bring is a numbers game. We're going to play with numbers. And as a matter of fact, I'm here to speak to the people of the Harlem community. So my back will be this way as I address the Harlem community, because this effort is about community outreach, community engagement, community interaction, and community standing united. So for my comments, they got my back. We're gonna play a numbers game. Summer Youth Employment Program spends $30 million to employ 50,000 youth in the city. Meanwhile, 130,000 applications are received. Your governing authority saw fit to spend $170 million in the first year alone for 1,297 cops. What will happen when your child is unemployed this summer? Every child that applies for employment through the city of New York should receive it before any police officer is employed. A child should be employed in the city of New York before any police officer is employed in the city of New York. $25 million is insufficient to employ our youth. But the people that are supposed to be progressive saw fit to spend $170 million of your dollars to employ people that will beat you, harass you, ticket you, arrest you, kill you, murder you. Where is the priorities of the city of New York? And that's why we are here. Not only to stand up against police brutality, we're also here to stand up against the numbers game that the governing authority plays with us. And we're also here to say, get your priorities straight. We need housing, affordable housing, living wage jobs, youth employment, not disrespect, not harassment, not disdain, not gunfire, not murder. We don't need plainclothes police officers playing games in our streets, acting like Bonnie and Clyde to swoop in and harass us. We're here armed with the information, the education, the dedication to stand against police brutality. And I encourage all of you in your own neighborhoods, Harlem, wherever, stand up against brutality. Any police officer unlawfully using their cell phone to record you when they are in uniform, take a picture of them and report it. They commit illegal acts in our communities right in front of our faces with impunity. That stops. If I have to redirect a white shirt to put his phone away, he doesn't give a shit about what his responsibilities are. And as a community, we must no longer allow it. That's why I said, put your camera away. You will not surveil me while I exercise my legal right to disdain what goes on in this community by NYPD. It is unlawful unlawful for you to use your cell phone while in uniform to record me exercising my legal rights. But the NYPD doesn't believe the Harlem community is educated and dedicated to standing up against the bullshit. And trust and believe, when you see me, there's 1,000 people behind me that's not here.
That's right.
So let something happen. Each one of us standing here represents at least 1,000 people in the city of New York. We are the voices of this city that stand together against police violence and operational terror. And we are no longer accepting it. You will not roll up on our people and just do whatever the hell you want to do. And it happens every day. So I speak to the Harlem community. If the police have harassed you, beaten you, entered your home illegally, you contact WhyAccountability and we will do something about it. These people standing here are invested in doing something about it. Black Lives Matter movement has never stopped since July 17th, the death of Eric Garner. NBC won't show you, CBS won't show you, but we're showing it out tonight. And it won't stop until there is police reform. There is nothing that they stopped doing that they were doing before, and there's nothing they started doing that they weren't doing before. Remember that. The Harlem community, there has been no reform since the death of Eric Garner. A chokehold is still not a crime. Remember that, Harlem community. Remember, no police officer is punished when they murder your children. Harlem community, remember that. Remember who to look for when they beat on you. Because whether you stand with us now or not, we will always help you. So I would like to thank all the groups that came out and showed their presence and the fact that they have no fear to step to these police. Because this is what I've been doing for 8 months. Stepping to these police. Because I, quite frankly, am tired of it. Are you tired of it?
Yes.
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 So we're going to stand up and remain united. And if anything else happens in this 32nd precinct, we're going to be right here waiting and engaged and united. Thank you.
Fuck the police!